Hi everyone, Debbie Wynn here, Emerald Ambassador, and I am so excited to share with you one of our newest gold stories. So Amber Taylor started just about a month ago, and in a month um, shared and has helped so many people and has reached the rank of gold. So gold is having 20 people on your team, and she actually already blew past that. She went fast start silver in just a couple of days, and so I'm going to let her share a little bit about what she's doing, why she chose Plexus, and what this means for her. So tell us some of your thoughts.
Hello. First of all, I have to give Debbie, my sponsor, a lot of credit because she's been an amazing coach. And there's no way I could have done this without her. So there's tip number one, stay really close with your sponsor, talk with them daily. Sometimes I feel like I'm bugging her, but she's always been there to help me out. So that is one of the biggest keys to just beginning to learn how to start sharing and being able to coach others. So that first week was a lot of her guidance. And then after that, I started to try to do a little bit more on my own, reaching out, trying to get better at putting up Plexus posts just to make people aware that I am sharing it. And that way, when I reach out to them, they aren't completely surprised. Sorry, I got you. My son's screaming in the background. They aren't completely thrown off guard. It's something that they have seen me talk about, whether it was just on my wall or a conversation we've brought up, just talking casually. So I try to post that something related to Plexus at least a few times a week. And then I also found engaging posts where people have to comment or ask questions are really useful too. Okay, buddy, just a minute, please. I lost my train of thought.
Engaging posts. Why you like engaging posts as well?
Oh, yes. So that gets people asking questions and making comments, and then those are just more people to reach out to and let them know what you're loving about it and how you think it could benefit them. Because Plexus is for everybody. It can benefit everybody one way or another, no matter if you are extremely healthy, work out every single day, eat nothing but fruits and vegetables, all organic, it can still benefit you. What else should I touch on here?
We'll talk about your launch party. So a couple days after you started, you right away started sharing before your welcome pack arrived. So walk us through, because you had a super successful launch party with 50 plus people on, what you did to prep for the launch party, or health and happiness event, I should say. And what were some of the things that you did after your health and happiness event that you really felt helped it to be successful?
Yeah, so I was encouraged by Debbie to, okay, buddy, just a moment, please. I was encouraged by Debbie to do a launch party right away to start sharing, which was kind of intimidating because I felt like, well, I don't know that much about it yet. I haven't really been on my products at that time, I believe I was only on them for 2 days. So all I had was the pink drink. But she encouraged me to start sharing anyways, if that was something I wanted to do. So I did. And it helped me personally learn a lot more. And it just like skyrocketed my sharing capabilities. Like, there's no way I could have been able to, in that first week anyways, I could have been able to reach out to so many people that I did by doing that health and happiness event. And it pretty much brought people to me. Yes, I invited them, but it showed me who was interested in learning more about this and how they can improve their health. So that was really exciting. And I got a really good outcome from that. So follow up the next day was extremely busy. So that's something to keep in mind too when you are doing a health and happiness event, whether you're just starting off or you've been sharing. Try to keep that next day open just so you are available to talk with everybody that was interested. Because if you wait a couple more days past that, it's not as fresh in their minds. So it's a little bit harder to reach out and bring up the different topics that were discussed during the health and happiness event. People are more receptive, reaching out right away, and people are more excited too that first day after the event.
Yes. And we often offer a special too. And so
yes.
Reaching out that next day is really good because they're excited. They want to get started. They want to learn more.
Yep. And that's what I was going to say too. Offering that, whether you offer an additional rebate or something, a free sample along with your welcome pack or something, that's another incentive for people to want to try it right now instead of a month from now, or I'll think about it and then they forget about it. So that was really successful for me. And also it did get a lot of people that was already talking about it. It got them interested a lot quicker.
Yes, and it's such a good way to share information, and your sponsor sets it all up for you. So when you're brand new and you just invite people to it, it's a good way to learn and also to share with them. So then, so we talked about you did your health and happiness event, and you mentioned sharing and posting on Facebook. So doing the IPA or income producing activity, do you want to walk us through a couple things that you do that you feel like has helped you to be successful?
Well, every morning I wake up and I check my messages to see if anybody's commented back or replied back to either a post I did yesterday, or maybe it was a new reach out I had, or even somebody I've been talking to. So I always try to address any of those first thing in the morning, so I have all day to be able to be in contact with them and answer questions and be available if they decide they want to try Plexus today. So that's usually how I start my mornings. And then I try to go through and comment on other people's Plexus posts fairly early in the day. And then additionally, I am not the greatest at posting Plexus myself. I'm trying to do better, but I do try to do further research to learn something new that, I do further research to try to learn something new and be able to share it with my friends and family. So that would be putting up a post, whether it's something just strictly educational or a testimony.
Yes, and it's so good to vary those so that you get a variety of information. So those are all super good tips. So tell us a little bit about what Gold means for your family. I know you're off right now, and then you're having a baby soon. So what will being Gold mean for your family?
That's actually huge because thankfully right now I've been able to collect unemployment being off of work, but pretty soon I'll be, like you said, having my baby and I will be off on FMLA. So I won't have any income at that point. And because I've been off of work since beginning of April, I don't have a ton of extra saved up. So being Gold is going to give me almost an additional $2,000 a month, which is huge because that's extra income that I'll be able to pay my bills and buy groceries with. My first Plexus check, I actually paid off my daughter's Invisaligns, which was $181 bill a month. So now I have the rest of my maternity leave of unpaid employment, I should say, that I don't have to worry about that almost $200 bill. And that's going to be significant on its own because that's $200 I can put towards other bills or groceries.
That's huge. Yes. Baby supplies, all of it. We all know new babies are not cheap.
Yes. Yep.
That is so awesome. And really, in 30 days, you've impacted so many lives. I know just in going through messages this morning, people on your team are having more energy, feeling better, seeing results themselves, but also you've impacted your family's life in really just a few, minutes here and there, investing a little bit of time every day. And so gold is really so obtainable, and yet such a blessing and amazing for your family. So do you have any more favorite tips you want to share with us about going gold? You've already shared a lot of amazing things.
One thing I don't believe I've touched on was just I mentioned staying close with your sponsor and being open to learning and being coachable. But you have to also try to learn how to do that yourself. So reaching out to your new joins and encouraging them to, begin sharing and being able to coach them. And that's what I've been working on the most lately, is just trying to learn how to best coach them and help them reach their goals. And then that will further benefit them and myself into growing both of our teams. And that is one of the biggest things that I love about sharing so much, is that it's such a team effort. You're working with people that have been doing this for 3 years, 5 years, and they are doing all those same steps that they're asking you to do as only doing it for 1 month. So it's not, everybody's like in the same line, everybody's equal, everybody's working just as hard and using the same steps and having basically the same goals every month, and overall just trying to help others gain their health back and working together to achieve that goal.
Yes, I love how it's a community thing. And I was going to say too, and then we have that amazing checklist that is so helpful when you get a new ambassador, that's in the file section of Rock Your Purpose. So, just going through, keeping note. I know you're really good about writing down, okay, person's on day 3, they're on just doing those consistent touches the first month, and really focusing, okay, you're on this day, what are you taking, and doing that good follow-up, and then teaching them to do the same thing when they get a new person. So yes, I love how it's a community effort and nobody is doing this by themselves. So super awesome. Well, do you have anything else to share? If not, I want to say thank you and congratulations on going gold again. Some super good and helpful tips here that I think will be really helpful for everyone who's focusing on going gold.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. And as of right now, I don't believe I have any other tips. I think I covered everything that has helped me the most right off the bat. So thank you, everybody, for listening. And sorry you had to hear Eli get all excited in the background.
Well, that's the other thing I love about this, is that it fits into your life. Like, you don't have to leave your baby to go to do this. You can, make enough to pay off bills while doing this at home with your kids. So that's super awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.